are some of the other things that come to mind when you think about a great competitor?
Consistent.
They're consistent.
The harder things get, the better they get.
Yeah, the harder things get, the better they get. They sort of rise to it. They're sort of gamers. When you look up here, it's really true that doesn't happen by accident. They have a plan. They're prepared. It's one of the cornerstones of confidence is to have a plan and to be prepared. That's also what helps with consistency. So that when they have a plan, they feel like they're in control. I think one of the things you learned earlier is when somebody feels like they're in control, they're going to be less anxious and more confident, which is the kind of athletes that we want to have. So helping them feel prepared, have a plan, is going to build those feelings. And they look forward to challenges. Like you said, they manage their attitude. They're there, they want to be there. They're the one that wants the ball at the end of the game, whereas time is winding down. And they really enjoy the process. They're not afraid of failure. You know, most of us probably, if we've been successful, we failed way more than we want. Right? So they're not afraid of that. So those are the kind of characteristics that we want to put in place with them. How many here feel like it's your job to motivate your athletes? All right. We're looking at that. Good luck with that one. Good luck in motivating. You know, really, what you're striving for is motivation is an inside job. Our job is to sort of set up an environment and a culture that builds and pushes internal motivation. That's the true magic. Externally motivated is usually pretty short-lived. And it's like the carrot and the stick. You know, they'll do it for a little while. But that's not the life lesson that we want them. They don't want to have to need you the whole time. My goal as a college coach was by the time they were seniors, I got to sit in the stands and watch them play. They didn't need me. So we want to work on looking at how do we develop internal motivation and how do we foster that so it's not all on us. And mental preparation really is the key to all of that. So there's another quote up there. This is my favorite question is, so do you have ever heard the expression that at a certain point, sport at any level is whatever, 90+% mental? There's lots of variations. I think Yogi's is in here, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if that's true, if at a certain point, sport becomes 90% mental, why is 95 to 99% of our training physical?
Because that's what mentally prepares you.
Okay, it can. It's what mentally prepares you.
I think it's easier to monitor.
Definitely easier to monitor.
You see results. Now you can see results.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think all of ours are.
Pardon?
I don't think all of ours are.
Okay.
We spend a lot of time with film and chalk.
Okay. Film and chalk. So on that, sometimes that's a little bit more on the tactical side. Okay. But on the mental side, I think oftentimes the reason that happens is because the physical is what we know. It's what we do. It's what we know. It's what we're comfortable with. And we know the mental side's important, but we don't really know how to purposefully, proactively go about it. So, one of my favorite topics, and it is the thing that they're going to take with them. When you think about your sport, you know, catching a ball, throwing a ball, how many of them are really going to use that past high school or college on a day-to-day basis?
Almost zero.
Yeah, right? So this component, it's critical now, and why I get fired up about it is it's because it's what's going to be critical for them for the rest of their life. And to me, any sport is just a great vehicle to teach these life skills. And the mental side, is a huge life skill area. So that's why I actually help design and create this workshop. It's one of my passions. So that we can bring some proactive, some things that we can do, tangible, that we can measure, so that we can get that percentage up there. Because as you said, fewer than 1% are going to go on, but really 100%, everybody's going to face a mental challenge as they move on in life. So that's why I really want to make sure that we get things here. And all of us feel anxious under pressure. They're going to feel it on the playing field when they take exams, when they go for their first job interview, when they're in the job. So this is the kind of stuff that we want to really focus on with them. A great line there is to remind them that nervous is normal. I'm actually more nervous when my kids aren't nervous. And nervousness is just like anxiety without the breath. So you're just excited. It's energy, it's excitement without the breath. And it's a normal part of what we do. Let me ask you this question. How many of you, does anybody here have pets? Okay.